Hey Helldivers, listen to this. We have a few things to talk about today. Like, are we getting a new update this week? We have the possibility of a new loadout system. Superior packing methodology has been fixed. And a player poll asking a seemingly simple question has gone up on the Helldivers Discord. So let's get into it. Our favorite, probably most active game company CEO answered a couple of questions on Twitter yesterday. And they're rather interesting. So first of all, a Twitter user asked if we'd be getting any news of any new content coming in the month, or information on when we could expect more content. And Shams responded with, "We're talking about what to share and when. No promises." So does this mean that they have content ready to go but won't show us? Or does it mean that they just don't know when to show us what they do when they do it? I don't know. Either way, I think we can all agree that keeping the player base up to date is the best way to go. And we'd all benefit from it. Moving on! Shams received yet another complaint about PC performance. And let me tell you that Tweeter has some excellent points. He mentions not being able to play with friends, crashes mid-game, and frame rate drops. Now, what does Shams have to say about all this? Update coming this week by the looks of it. Hope it does the trick, but we'll keep at it regardless. This is good stuff. But I read this as he's not super sure, but I imagine if they are close to finishing off an update and we don't get it this week, we definitely get it next week. Right? I hope this fixes the PC community problems so that we can get back to fighting for democracy. And other news! Loadouts are something people have been wanting in the game for a while now. An easy way to switch between your bug weapons and your bot weapons. After a conversation between a couple of Discord users whether or not loadout should be in the game, personally I could take or leave it, but it would be nice, but I'm in no rush. Twinbeard chimed in and said, "Yeah, that's the current decision. However, things are subject to change. It's a live service game after all. We'd continue to monitor this, as it's a frequent request. I know that one of the reasons behind this is that we want players to try out and use as much of the equipment as possible, and loadouts might hamper that. However, one could argue that players are curious. They try stuff, and if they like something, they will use it. If I recall correctly though, I think that there's more to this decision. It was a long time since I asked anyone about it, so it might be time to revisit or ask about the reasoning behind it. Now, obviously, this doesn't mean we'll be getting a loadout system. They'd have to reorganize the weapon selection screens in the ship and on the drop pods, but it's a small insight into what could be happening over at Arrowhead. But as I say, I'm not super bothered about having loadouts anyway, but we'll see what happens. In even more news! Finally, the superior packing methodology ship module has been fixed. I haven't unlocked this yet. Full-time job, 2 kids, 1 dog. Gets pretty hard to spread freedom. But hey, Baskinator posted this on Discord saying, "We fixed superior packaging methodology. We deployed a fix to our backend that solved the issue with superior packing methodology, and it is now functioning as intended. Happy Helldiving! It seems it's all good news today now, doesn't it? If I remember correctly, this is the module that makes resupplying crates give you full ammo. So this is really going to make some weapons more useful than they were previously. And finally, we have a player poll over in the Helldivers Discord. Now as of right now, it's pretty much finished. But the question was, would you like to be able to stim while full health to replenish your stamina? And I voted yes! What did you vote, if you voted at all? I think it's super useful being able to get that extra leg strength when it comes to running away. Though I'd rather have something dedicated to giving you stamina. Like maybe a stamina pack that takes half your stim usage. Just spitballing here. But hey, that's all the news I have for you today, so let's take a look at the Galactic War. We have just completed our previous major order, and the next one is here. We have to liberate X-45 to uncover a buried advanced weapon lab, so that we have the ability to create an interplanetary battle station. I don't know what this will mean for the future of the game, but wouldn't it be cool if this was like a big player hub? Or does it link up with the Illuminate? I don't know. But anyways, that's enough from me. What do you think of Sam's comment over on Twitter? Do you want a new loadout system? And did you vote on the poll? Let me know in the comments below. But until next time, you can subscribe here to stay up to date with all of what is most necessary Helldiver information.